Good morning. I had a lovely sleep last night. It's great being on a campsite again. And I'm on a campsite tonight, and then I'm on a campsite in Lima, so I shouldn't have any more wild camps before I go. Fingers crossed, because you just never know on the road. Sorry for that. I'm not even at altitude, so I can't blame my throat on altitude. But yeah, I slept well. These dogs are so friendly. They come and say hello, but they're just that you give them an inch, of course, and they take a mile. The lighter one, the white and tan one, he was jumping up into the van last night. So yeah, they do what they like. But the thing is, the guy doesn't live on site. I've noticed. So they stay in this compound. Actually, I'll show you the other dog. They've got a St Bernard. He's beautiful. Now these two can escape through this hole in the fence, but the St Bernard, I think there's I don't know where the St Bernard. Oh, there he is. There he is over there. He's a beautiful thing. I'll get a close up. Oh, here he comes. But yeah, here he comes. Oh. But yeah, I think they're kept more. They seem to be kept more as guard dogs than pets. They've got this compound, so they're here to bark at anybody that comes close. I know. I feel sorry for you. You just want attention. I put my hand through, but all you want to do is lick my hand. I'll not get close enough to clap you. And it's the same with these two as well. You give them a wee. Oops, I'll get with the sun. Give them a wee bit of attention, and that's it. They're stuck to you like glue. But it's nice. Anyway, yeah. So they're kind of, yeah. But you can tell they seem to be lacking a bit of attention. Anybody that comes around, any sort of chance for attention, then they're all over you. So I kind of feel sorry for them there. But I suppose that's the way in Peru. Maybe that explains why there's so many street dogs, because folk buy dogs for protection, and I guess after a while they can't look after them, or don't want to look after them, so they just boot them out onto the streets, which is really, really sad, because I've seen there's just so many dogs, like undernourished dogs walking about. But yeah, so on a happier note, I really enjoyed staying here. It's a nice. I was the only person here. The guy doesn't live on site, so I am currently the only person on this site. The guy Lucio, the owner, he was so nice. I think I said that yesterday. He's such a nice guy, so he's given me a key for the place. There was a key for the door. I don't need a key to open the gates, but I'll leave that. He's shown me where to leave that, so I'll leave these key behind when I go in about 40 minutes or something. But yeah, no, it was I was really relaxed here last night. It was so comfortable. Nothing to worry about folk cooking behind my van or folk drinking across the street, and just general movement of lorries and motorbikes all night like it was the night before. So yeah. So one last look at the dunes. These dunes are absolutely huge. I wouldn't have climbed up that just because the sand always moves. But yeah, because I went across that way. I went through the dunes yesterday to Huacachina, and needless to say, I feel it just in my whole body. It was a good whole body workout. I'm pretty stiff from my shoulders down to my ankles. So yeah, so it can only do me good. Right, enough waffling. I shall speak to you later. So look at this. I've just cleared Ica, which was the big city next to where I was camping. Huacachina is like obviously the wee oasis place, but it's right on the edge of that city called Ica. But anyway, the point I'm making is, look, we're on a proper dual carriageway, you would call it. Don't know if we would call it a motorway, but 2 lanes going in either direction. I'm guessing it's going to be like this between here and Lima now, because we're getting quite close to Lima. We're still about 4 hours away, I think, from Lima. But yeah, getting that bit further north, so I can sit at a constant speed now. Other than that, it's pretty dull. So anyway, here's some roadworks. I've just noticed. Well, I'm noticing as I'm getting north of Ica, the road quality's improved. We're still on the 2-lane highways, but you can't see much here. But what's happened is they're working on the road up there, But instead of in other parts of Peru where they just shut the road and you wait until it's your turn to move, they've actually got a diversion here. So I'm on the diversion around these roadworks, which is very 21st century compared to the rest of Peru. But yeah, I mean, it's just been a big, long, straight, boring road, but that's fine. I've been able to keep a steady speed, and you just overtake slow-moving traffic when you go past it. It's remarkable. And the filling stations, like in previous other parts of Peru, they've built on the filling stations like supermarkets and restaurants, but they're all empty. I don't know if that's because the locals rebel against it or what, but north of Ica, the filling stations have got some nice restaurants and everything. They've got the proper infrastructure, a bit like Argentina, with the cafes and everything. Maybe even, from what I can see, probably better than Argentina now, actually. So yeah, we'll see if I can be tempted into one. Yeah, I'm not far from a campsite now, I don't think, so we'll just pass through a toll booth there. There's a lot of restaurants lining the side just past it, but it was about £4 for my toll, which in South America terms, that's actually quite expensive, but to be fair, it is reflected in the quality of the road. That's been the best road I've been on, certainly for reliability. Like, the surface has been great and everything. Hello, I've just arrived at my campsite. I got out, as soon as I got out the door, it was giving me vibes of that winery I stayed at in Uruguay, but I think the similarity lasted for about 5 seconds, because this place is much more tropical than Uruguay was, and yeah, not nice, different, completely, yeah, the same but different. So yeah, I've arrived, and needless to say, I'm the only one here again. It's nice having campsites to yourself, I suppose, but I don't know what high season this would be a bit more lively. I don't know. I'm guessing high season is their summer. I suppose that's when it's at its hottest, if that's what you're used to. Summer's dry season. To us Scots, this is an amazing summer's day, so you would love this, but yeah, it gets quite cold at night. So I'm going to have a look. There's a kids play park through here, and the sea is down there, so I'm going to have a look down at the sea. We're on cliffs here as far as I'm aware, so I'll not get down to the sea, but we shall go and see what the view's like. It's cracking camera work, isn't it? I'm just gifted when it comes to filmmaking. Yeah, so this is the other side of the campsite. These are like cabins that you can rent out, I think, but I just want to have a look at this. This looks quite new. It's got Inca vibes about it, with the terraced kind of seating. I don't know if this is a fire pit in the middle. Yes, it is. That would be a fire pit. But we seem to be right on the edge of the cloud line. It's been sunny all the way up, but just here there's cloud. I don't know if it's going to come my way or burn back. I think it's maybe too late for it to burn back, so that might be cloudy overnight. Then maybe when the sun comes, it just burns back. These birds. They're just vultures. They wouldn't be condors down here anyway. Yeah, so here's that's quite nice. Double glazed and everything. Wee cabin with a bathroom downstairs and the beds upstairs. Don't know if you can see through the glass. Maybe too much glare. But yeah, so the sea's over here. There's another cabana overlooking the waves. That should be nice. The cacti. The place looks half finished. That's the thing with Peru and South America. A lot of places, as you've seen already, a lot of places just look unfinished. Like it's been started and they've like, we're okay, we're midway, it's usable now, so we'll do that. You never really, occasionally I've seen construction work ongoing, but most places there's nothing happening. This stuff's just left half finished. mean, I know there's tax advantages, and I think it's a daft rule. There's tax advantages to not finishing off the front of your house. If it's built and livable, like whereas we would rough cast it or, you know, make the outside of the house quite nice. Here they just leave the bare bricks, because once your house is finished, your taxes are a wee bit higher. But the reverse would be a bit more logical. Be like, finish your house, or we'll tax unfinished houses. So, anyway, that's South America for you. No, here we go. Here's the view of the sea. Oh, I got a wee flashback to Chile there, but similar kind of backdrop, similar terrain, like the dry cliffs and everything, and the sea. Oh, yeah, it's not a proper beach, it's just a shingle beach or a stony beach. It made me think of northern Chile there. But yeah, I'm safe. I'm not going to get stuck in the grass here. Certainly not going to get stuck in sand, that's for sure. Which is good. Okay, oh, that's nice. Just to be beside the sea again. And there's the cabana overlooking the sea. Actually, they've left the key in the door. So this is the wee cabanas you get. It's quite nice. Toilet and shower. Shower's lovely. And then that's what you wake up to in the morning. Quite idyllic. When we'll have a look in the bed. And here's the bedroom. Small, but it's just big enough for a double bed. That's all you need for a night's break. Couple of nights break. Now you see. That was good. Oh. Right, let's get out of here. Not really meant. Here's the swimming pool area. It's very nice. It's just past the filter house, so that's all working. So they're keeping the pool in order, but I'm not a big fan of pools at the best of times. Well, it's quite cold. I mean, maybe if the sun was beating down, but not this time of day. No, well, there's clouds going around. Anyway, shut up, Billy. That's a bit too much. Oh dear, look at this. I'm guessing, I'm guessing that's not working, and it's not a hazard, because oh wow, because if that light was switched on, I don't know, we come back later if the lights are on, but yeah, that's got electrocution written all over it. So the kiddies pool's been emptied, and the kiddies playground. I guess it's summer and winter. I was just thinking about it as wet season and dry season, and wet season is something to be avoided. But then we go to Florida in wet season, and I've been to Orlando, and that's essentially wet season there. But it doesn't rain all day, so it's possibly similar here. Although this side of the Andes doesn't hardly get any rain anyway. So I suppose in the summer it'll be really warm here, really hot, high season. Anyway, back to the van. Yeah, I thought I was alone. This is my company just now. A gaggle of geese. There's quite a lot of them actually, isn't there? They were quite noisy earlier, so as long as they don't all start squawking together, especially at 2 or 3 in the morning. Yeah, wouldn't have expected to be out here and be bothered by noise, but yeah, as long as they're quiet, it should be fine. Morning. Well, needless to say, I slept very well last night. Actually, I think I only woke up once, which was amazing. It's the best sleep I've had for a couple of weeks. Yeah, it's not a very nice morning. I woke up and I thought it'd been raining, but I was speaking to the guy there. He came back with my change, and he was saying that they've got to flood the place or raise the water level, not flood the whole place obviously, once a week or something. It must be to do with irrigation, because obviously the rest of the place is so dry. But I don't know if you saw that guy there walking. He was shoveling water back from where it came, I think. I don't know what the script is. Maybe it was just a bit too wet. But yeah, so it's not been raining because I got out and went to the toilet. I thought, oh, this ground's dry. So I wondered what had been going on. So that's what it was. But yeah, so yeah, nice night. Just about to get ready to leave for Lima. I've told the folk I'm going to be there between 1 and 2, and it's a couple of hours away, so I've got a wee bit of time before I leave here. I was tired last night, so I wanted to keep it leisurely this morning, which is what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm going to have a wee. I've been hearing the sea all night, so I'm away to go and have a look and see what if there's big waves or anything. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this, the grey skies. Everybody from Scotland can't be a fan of grey skies because we get them. It feels like 90% of the year. But I'm kind of waffling now. I might even delete that bit. That's how bold I'm. Alright, so these are the channels of water. This was quite shallow last night when I arrived, so they've obviously driven water through here. Now for some reason it's dammed here. They've dammed it here so it flows over to that bit. I'm not quite sure why, but I'll see if I can figure it out. But interesting how they manage water here to keep it green, because if it wasn't for that irrigation, the place would just be dry and sandy like it is. So we're back down at the sea again. It's not so nice when it's grey like this, but the quite big waves. Quite big beach, big coastline. I guess you get down along there, but it's not an easily accessible beach at all. I don't think you get many folk really going for a gentle walk along the beach with their dog somehow. Maybe more so. There's a public beach up in Lima, I know that, so there is beach spaces there for. Actually, I passed Paracas, which wasn't far enough away from my last destination. That's a beach resort. So yeah, further down away, the cliffs come down. Well, there's no cliffs further south. It was just in the past, like the last sort of, I don't know, 20-30 kilometres that we came inland a bit, we went up a bit. So yeah, just I guess it's obviously the cliffs here that prevent folk getting access to the beach. Anyway, I think I'll probably delete all that as well, because that's a lot of rubbish. Oh, a lot of waffle looking at waves crashing. But yeah, so like these big cacti.